Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Tuesday, August 22, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Seattle Mariners vs Chicago White Sox. Our team pick is Seattle Mariners minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Seattle Mariners are currently riding a wave of momentum, securing victories in 6 consecutive games. Their recent triumphs against formidable opponents such as the Astros underscore their resilience and the collective strength of their team. George Kirby, who will be stepping onto the mound for the Mariners, has proven to be a pivotal figure for the team. His season statistics, boasting a 3.23 ERA and an impressive 1.02 WHIP across 150.2 innings, clearly highlight his consistency and ability to perform under pressure. On the opposing side, the Chicago White Sox, despite experiencing a mixed season, shouldn't be underestimated. Their chosen pitcher for this game, Mike Clevinger, holds a respectable 3.26 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP over 85.2 innings. However, when making a direct comparison between the two pitchers, Kirby appears to have an advantage, particularly considering his recent strong performances. Furthermore, the Mariners' batting lineup has been firing on all cylinders. Key players like Cal Raleigh, who has accumulated 22 home runs, and Julio Rodriguez, leading with an impressive 79 RBIs, have played a crucial role in the team's recent successes. While the White Sox boast standout performers like Luis Robert Jr., who has hit 33 home runs, their overall team performance has demonstrated some inconsistencies. Taking into account the team's recent forms, statistical performances, and overall depth, it appears that the Mariners are well positioned to extend their winning streak and emerge victorious in this game. Our total pick is over. And here is why. When it comes to scoring, both teams have showcased their ability to rack up runs. The Mariners, with players like Julio Rodriguez boasting a .278 AVG and Cal Raleigh with 22 HRs, have a potent batting order that can challenge the best of pitchers. Their recent games have seen high-scoring affairs, especially their victories against the Astros. The White Sox, on the other hand, have Luis Robert Jr., who's been a revelation this season with 33 HRs. Andrew Benintendi, with a .272 AVG, adds depth to their batting lineup. Given the form of both teams' key batters and the stats of the starting pitchers, a high-scoring game is on the cards. Furthermore, looking at the recent performances of both teams, the Mariners have an average of 4.66 runs per game, ranking them 13th, while the White Sox have been slightly behind, scoring an average of 4.14 runs, placing them 24th. However, considering the form of the key players and the potential of both lineups, an over on the total runs seems more than likely for this matchup. Minnesota Twins vs Milwaukee Brewers. Take the Twins to cover. And here is why. The Twins and the Brewers go to battle on Tuesday night. The two teams are leading their respective divisions and have both been led by their pitching staff. They will both start a really solid pitcher in this matchup. The Twins will start Ober, who has an ERA of 3.88 during road games this season. The Twins have won 4 of Ober's last 6 starts, which is the main reason for me to take Minnesota on the road. The Brewers are starting Mealy, who has an ERA of 3.07 during road games. Milwaukee has lost 4 of Mealy's last 5 starts. The Twins are also hitting an incredible .274 against the Brewers this season, albeit in a small sample size. Minnesota has also hit the 7th most homers. The Brewers have struggled and are hitting just .231 against American League clubs. Our second pick is to take the under on Tuesday. And here is why. The under is 5.41 in both teams' last 10 games entering Tuesday night. The pitching will be strong, and the offense will only be around for an inning or 2 in this game. Both teams are in the bottom third of batting average. They are both in the bottom half of baseball in runs scored. The under is the play in this game as it seems difficult for the combined score to reach 9 runs or more. Boston Red Sox vs Houston Astros. Bet the run line, minus 1.5, and take Houston. And here is why. Tanner Houck is set to make his return to the starting lineup after a hiatus since mid-June due to being struck by a comebacker to the face. Historically, pitchers tend to face challenges in their initial game back after an extended absence. Houck's comeback presents him with a formidable task. Going up against the Astros, who rank among the top 10 or just on the brink of it in various offensive categories including runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, walks, strikeouts, OBP, SLG, and OPS, is no easy feat. It's anticipated that Houston's hitters will have the upper hand against Houck and that they will secure a victory with a margin of 2 or more runs in this matchup. Our total pick is the over, 8.5 runs. And here is why. Houston is expected to trot out Justin Verlander. He went 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 2 walks, 4 earned runs, and struck out 2 in a win in his last start against the Miami Marlins. On the season, he has a record of 8-6 with a 3.36 ERA, 1.19 WHIP, and a 94/35 KBB ratio in 19 starts. Opposing batters are hitting .219 against Verlander. The Astros have been very good on offense this season. They are top 10 or just outside the top 10 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, walks, strikeouts, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Houston's pitching staff has been very good this season. As a team, they are top 10 in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, strikeouts, and batting average against. The Astros sit second in the AL West. They have been good on offense and pitching this season. However, they cannot get comfortable, as they do not have a comfortable lead in the wild card. Both teams have been very good on offense this season. The Red Sox are top 10 in the league in runs, hits, RBIs, strikeouts, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. The Astros will take on Tanner Houck, who has been out since mid-June. Pitchers typically struggle in their first game back after missing quite a bit of time. The Astros are top 10 or just outside the top 10 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, walks, strikeouts, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Both teams will score in this contest, and the over will hit. Cincinnati Reds vs Los Angeles Angels. Take Cincinnati with the run line. And here is why. Abbott has been successful away from his home stadium this season, producing a 5-1 record with an ERA of just over 3 in his 7 starts. The Reds have won each of Abbott's last 3 road games. The Reds have won 2 of their last 3 series on the road. The Angels have lost just under 50% of their games at Angel Stadium this season and were recently swept in their 4-game set with the Seattle Mariners. They have lost 2 of their last 3 games at home. Despite throwing a no-hitter into the 8th inning in his previous start, Detmers has an ERA over 9 in his last 3 games overall and an ERA over 7 in his last 3 games at home. The Angels' pitching staff has produced an ERA of 9 in their previous 3 games at home. The Reds rank in the top 10 in the league in average runs scored per game on the road, with 4.95. The trend strongly suggests a Reds victory on the road Tuesday. Our total pick is under 9 runs. And here is why. The Reds have gone under in 2 of Abbott's previous 3 starts. Abbott has been stingy on the road this season, producing a 3.16 ERA and averaging over 10 strikeouts per 9 innings in his 7 road starts. Detmers has pitched his best at home in 2023, producing a 4.36 ERA in Anaheim versus a 5.59 ERA on the road. The Angels' offense has been sputtering in Anaheim recently, generating a .228 batting average with a .382 slugging percentage over their past 9 games at home. They have scored 3 runs or less in 6 of their last 9 games overall. The Reds have gone under the run total in 4 of their last 5 games, and they or their opponent has scored 3 runs or less in 6 straight. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair when these 2 teams meet on Tuesday.